Hello, my friends. Welcome back to this English learning podcast. I am happy you are here today. This podcast is not only for learning English, but also for learning about life and how to make life better. My name is Daniel, and I will be your host today. I will speak slowly and clearly so you can understand every word. Now let me ask you something. Have you ever come home after work and thought, today I will cook a nice healthy dinner, I will go for a walk, maybe I will read a book, but then you end up doing nothing. Instead, maybe you sit on the couch, scroll on your phone, or just watch TV until you fall asleep. Yes, I know, because I have done that too many times. It happens to almost all of us. We always think evenings will be the best time. We imagine that after work we will do many good things, but when the evening comes, suddenly we feel tired, lazy, or distracted. It's like our energy disappears. And then the next day, we wake up and say to ourselves, "Oh no, I wasted my evening again." But don't worry. Today in this podcast, I will share with you some very simple and powerful tips. These tips can change your evenings. They will help you stop wasting time and start enjoying evenings in a new way. And remember, while you learn these life tips, you are also practicing your English. That is two benefits at the same time. So let's begin. First, I want you to understand something very important. Your evening is not just the leftover part of your day. It is not just the end. Your evening is actually the beginning of tomorrow. Yes, think about it like this. Your evening is like the backstage crew in a theater. If the backstage is messy and chaotic, the play on the stage tomorrow will also be messy. But if the backstage is prepared, tomorrow will be smooth and beautiful. That is why evenings are so important. Many people talk about morning routines, wake up early, exercise, meditate. But the truth is, if your evening is weak, your morning will also be weak. If you stay up late watching random videos, then in the morning you will feel tired, angry, and lazy. But if your evening is calm, organized, and full of purpose, then your morning will be full of energy. So, how can we fix our evenings? The first step is very simple. When your workday ends, don't just fall on the couch like you just finished running a marathon. Instead, make a small signal, a little action that tells your brain, the workday is finished. Now it's time for me. For example, you can put on some soft music, clean your desk, or change your clothes. This takes only 1 or 2 minutes, but it changes your mindset. It tells your brain, work is over, evening has started. I will share my own small habit. After I finish work, I write one short note in my journal. I just write one sentence like, "Today I finished my tasks. Good job." That is all. Then I close the journal and I feel free. Another friend of mine just lights a candle in his room when the evening starts. These are simple rituals, but they are very powerful. After this small transition, you can start to structure your evening. Many people waste their evening because they see it as one long block of time. They think, I have 5 hours free. I can do anything. But the truth is, when we see too much free time, we end up wasting it. So here is a better idea. Divide your evening into 3 small parts. The first part is unwind and relax. This means you give your body and mind a chance to rest. Maybe you take a short walk. Maybe you listen to some nice music. Maybe you stretch or drink tea. This is important because you just finished work and your brain is still full of stress. The second part is growth and creativity. This is my favorite part. After you relax, your mind is ready to learn something or create something. This is the best time to read a book, practice a hobby, learn English, or even write something. You don't have to spend hours. Even 20 minutes can make you feel satisfied. The third part is connection and reflection. This is like the Dessert of your evening. You can spend time with your family, call a friend, or write your thoughts in a journal. You can also just sit quietly and think about your day. This makes your evening feel complete and meaningful. Now, you might be thinking, but Daniel, I am too tired after work. I don't have energy. Let me tell you the truth. Most people are not really out of energy. They just use their energy in the wrong way. When you scroll on social media, watch endless TV shows, or jump from one distraction to another, your energy gets scattered. That makes you feel more tired. But if you choose just one simple, meaningful activity, you will feel fresh again. For example, one time I thought I was too tired to do anything. But then I picked up my guitar and played music for only 15 minutes. Guess what? I felt more alive and happy. That short moment gave me more energy than 2 hours of watching random videos. So remember, you are not out of energy. You are just using it in the wrong way. Another problem we all know is Netflix, or YouTube, or any other platform. We say, I will watch just one episode, but suddenly we finish a whole season. Haha, yes, it happens to me too. The problem is not Netflix itself, the problem is how we use it. So here is one simple tip. Don't watch endless series at night. Instead, choose something with a clear ending, like a movie or a documentary. That way, you enjoy it, but you also stop on time and have energy for other things. Before I continue, let me share one more golden tip with you. It is called habit stacking. This means you add a new small habit to something you already do every day. For example, when I brush my teeth at night, I also listen to a short English podcast. I don't even think about it anymore. It is automatic. Another example, when you cook dinner, you can think about 3 things you are grateful for. That way, cooking becomes not only about food, but also about happiness. By stacking habits, you make life better without extra effort. You are not forcing yourself to change everything. You are just connecting one good thing with something you already do. Over time, these small actions make a big difference. Now, let's talk about something very powerful that can change your evenings completely. It is called reflection. Reflection means thinking about your day. Not in a heavy way, but in a light and calm way. Many people go to bed with their minds still busy. They think about work, problems, or unfinished tasks. This makes them feel stressed, and sometimes it even makes it hard to sleep. But if you spend just 2 or 3 minutes reflecting before bed, everything feels lighter. I will share a simple method I use. Every night before I sleep, I ask myself 3 questions. First, what gave me energy today? Second, what made me feel tired today? Third, what am I proud of today? That's it. Just 3 questions. And I write 1 or 2 short answers in my journal. You will be surprised how much peace this gives you. It is like cleaning your mind before sleep. You put your thoughts in order, and then you can rest. And guess what? When you wake up the next morning, you feel more clear and focused. This simple act of reflection is like pressing the reset button on your brain. Now let me explain something important about discipline. Many people think they need strong discipline to change their evenings. But the truth is, discipline is not always the answer. Instead of forcing yourself, you can prime your environment. What does that mean? It means you prepare your surroundings so that good habits happen naturally. For example, if you want to read more, don't keep your book hidden in a drawer. Put the book on your pillow so you see it before you sleep. Then you will naturally read at least a page. If you want to play guitar, don't keep it in a box. Place it in the living room where you can easily pick it up. If you want to eat fruit instead of cookies, put apples or bananas on the table where you can see them. When you change your environment like this, you don't need to fight with yourself. The right choice becomes the easy choice. And your evenings slowly change without stress. I remember a time when I wanted to write in my journal every night, but I always forgot. Then I started keeping the journal right next to my lamp. The moment I turned off the light, the journal was right there. And now, writing in it feels natural. This is the power of priming your environment. Another big problem in the evening is distraction. We live in a world full of distractions: phones, messages, TV, social media. These things eat our time without us noticing. 1 minute you open Instagram, and suddenly 30 minutes are gone. 1 minute you open YouTube, and suddenly 2 hours are gone. Ha ha ha. Yes, it happens to all of us. So here is one strategy that works. Make your evening activities intentional. That means do them with purpose. If you want to watch a movie, decide before you start, I will watch this movie, then stop. If you want to scroll your phone, set a timer for 15 minutes. Don't let autoplay or endless scrolling control your time. You are the boss of your evening, not the other way around. Now let's connect all of these ideas together. Imagine an evening where you finish work. You do a small ritual to signal your brain that work is over. Then you relax for a short time. After that, you spend 20 or 30 minutes on something creative or educational, like reading or learning English. Later, you spend time connecting with family or writing your thoughts. Finally, before bed, you reflect with 3 simple questions. Doesn't that sound peaceful and powerful? This kind of evening is not about being perfect. It's about being intentional. Even if you follow this plan only 3 nights a week, you will feel the difference. You will feel lighter, happier, and more ready for the next day. Let me share something personal. In the past, my evenings were very chaotic. I would come home, eat quickly, then sit with my phone for hours. I always told myself, just 1 more video, just 5 more minutes. But suddenly it was midnight, and I had wasted everything. The next day, I felt angry with myself, but when I started to change little by little, everything improved. First, I made my small ritual, writing 1 note after work. Then I added a short walk after dinner. Later, I started reading for 15 minutes every night. Over time, these little steps completely transformed my evenings. Now I actually look forward to the evening because I know it will be calm, meaningful, and full of growth. Another helpful idea is to treat your evening like a 3-course meal. Think of it this way. The first course is relaxation, the second course is growth, and the third course is connection. This way, you don't try to do everything at once, and you don't feel guilty about relaxing either, because relaxation is also part of the plan. And remember, it's okay if some evenings don't go perfectly. Sometimes you will be too tired. Sometimes you will have extra work, and sometimes life will be messy. That's normal. The key is not to give up. Even one good evening can make a difference. The goal is not perfection. The goal is progress. Now let's talk about how these evening changes can also improve your English learning. Yes, that's right. Your evenings can become the best time to practice English. For example, during your growth time, you can read an English story, watch an English video with subtitles, or listen to an English podcast. During your reflection, you can write 1 or 2 sentences in English about your day. Over time, this builds a strong habit of learning. So you see, evening routines are not just about health or productivity. They can also be about learning English. You kill 2 birds with 1 stone, as we say. You improve your life and your language at the same time. Before I end this part, I want to give you one final tip. Be kind to yourself. Don't be angry if you waste an evening. Don't say, I am lazy, or I am useless. That kind of thinking makes things worse. Instead, just notice what happened and try again tomorrow. Life is not about being perfect. It is about trying again and again until it becomes easier. So my friends, now you understand why evenings are so powerful. They are not just empty hours after work. They are your chance to build the life you want. If you waste them, you lose more than time. You lose energy, motivation, and opportunities. But if you use them with care, you open doors for tomorrow. Let's go deeper into some practical steps you can try tonight. Remember, small steps are better than big promises. If you try to change everything at once, you will feel tired and fail. But if you make one small change, you will succeed. Success will give you confidence, and confidence will give you more success. The first practical step is this. Decide your evening in advance. Don't wait until you are already tired. In the morning or during the day, decide one thing you will do in the evening. For example, say, tonight I will take a 15-minute walk. Or, tonight I will read 2 pages of my book. Keep it small and realistic. Then when evening comes, your brain already knows the plan, and you are more likely to do it. The second step is, remove distractions early. If you know your phone will pull you into endless scrolling, put it in another room during your growth time. If you know the TV will tempt you, keep the remote control in a drawer. Make the bad habit harder and the good habit easier. This is the secret to success. Don't fight your bad habits. Just make them less convenient. The third step is celebrate small wins. When you finish your walk, say, "Great job, I did it." When you write one line in your journal, say, "Yes, I'm proud of myself." It may sound silly, but your brain loves rewards. If you celebrate small wins, your brain will want to do them again tomorrow. Now let's talk about sleep, because evenings are deeply connected to how well you sleep. Many people sleep late, wake up tired, and then complain they don't have energy. But the truth is, a lot of this comes from how they spend their evenings. Here are some simple sleep tips. Try to avoid heavy screens 1 hour before bed. The bright light tells your brain it's still daytime. Make your room a calm place. Keep it dark, cool, and clean. Do one relaxing activity before bed, like reading, stretching, or listening to calm music. When you improve your sleep, your mornings will automatically get better. You will wake up with more energy and more positivity. And it all starts with your evening. Now, let's imagine a perfect evening routine together. I want you to close your eyes for a moment and picture this. You finish work, you smile, and you say to yourself, "Now it's my time." You put on music and clean your desk. You change into comfortable clothes. Then, you take a short walk outside, breathing fresh air. After that, you spend 20 minutes reading a book in English. You feel calm and happy. Later, you cook a simple dinner. And while cooking, you think about 3 things you are grateful for. After dinner, you sit with your family and talk. Or maybe you call a friend. Then, before bed, you write 3 short answers in your journal. What gave you energy? What drained your energy? And what made you proud today? Finally, you put away your phone. You read 1 page of a story. And you go to sleep peacefully. Doesn't that sound like a good evening? And the best part is, you don't need to do all of this at once. You can start with just 1 step and then add more over time. Now, let's connect this again to learning English. Many learners say, "I don't have time to study English." But actually, evenings are a perfect opportunity. You don't need hours. Just 10 or 15 minutes every night is enough. Over a month, that's hours of practice. Over a year, it becomes life-changing. Here are some easy English activities you can do in the evening. Read 1 short article or page of a book in English. Watch a short English video and repeat the sentences. Write 1 or 2 sentences about your day in English. Listen to an English podcast while brushing your teeth.
These small habits add up. They're like drops of water that fill a big bucket. Over time, your English will improve without stress. Now I want to share a personal story. When I was first learning another language, I always told myself, I will study 1 hour every night. But most evenings, I failed. I felt tired, and I didn't study at all. Then I changed my method. Instead of 1 hour, I decided to do just 5 minutes every night. 5 minutes was easy, so I always did it. And many times, after 5 minutes, I continued longer because I was already started. That's the secret. Start small and let the habit grow. So my friends, the message today is very clear. Your evenings are in your hands. You can waste them or you can use them. You can let them disappear in distraction, or you can shape them into something powerful. The choice is always yours.
Let me repeat the key ideas for you in simple steps. 1. Make a small ritual to end your workday. 2. Divide your evening into 3 parts. Relax, grow, connect. 3. Prime your environment so good habits are easy. 4. Use reflection before bed with 3 simple questions.
5. Sleep early and sleep well.
6. Use your evenings as a chance to practice English.
7. Start small and celebrate small wins. If you do even 1 or 2 of these things, your evenings will already start to change. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be intentional.
And finally, remember this. Life is not about how many hours you live. It is about how you use those hours. Evenings are a gift. Don't waste them. Design them with care, and they will give you back energy, happiness, and success. So, are you ready to change your evenings? Are you ready to take control and create a life you love? I believe you are. Start tonight. Choose one small step, do it, and feel the difference. Thank you for listening, my friends. I hope this podcast gave you motivation and also helped you practice your English. Remember, the power to change is already inside you. Keep learning, keep growing, and most importantly, keep enjoying the journey. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.